love, man. So first and foremost, as me personally, and for all my male counterparts, I want to apologize to y'all females, for us as men not taking our leadership role, as we should, for letting y'all down, for disappointing y'all, for, all the things that we do along the lines. I want to apologize to y'all females because it is our responsibility to take that role. So I want to apologize to y'all first and foremost.
You buttering them up.
Mm-hmm.
He buttering y'all up.
I'm trying to.
And that's why I'm just sitting here waiting for the bite.
I'm trying to show the ladies some love. It's a love night for me tonight.
Love.
It's
Okay.
love tonight.
You on your P Diddy tonight, huh?
Yeah.
You love?
Brother love tonight, man.
Brother love. Well, thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you for that.
So I've been hearing this going around, and from a couple ladies here and there, and it's this thing that they say like, I'm single by choice, and it really like turns my gears a little bit. Like it really hurts my heart. Like it turns my gears because it's like, who chooses to be single by choice? I understand when you don't want the fuck shit, when you're trying to, elevate, but you have to also understand that when you say these words,
Say, hold up, say.
wait a minute. When you say these words, you're manifesting.
Do you see that? Like you apologizing for the male species.
Right.
They never can. That's not enough.
It's not enough.
Darnell, you next. Carry on, my brother.
All right. So I just want to say that when you say these kind of words, you're manifesting things, into your life. You're closing down your heart. You're closing down your mindset. You're depriving yourself over something, that could be helpful to you, if you allow it to be. So I just want to say that instead of saying single by choice, just say, I'm going to be more choosy. I'm going to be more patient or whatever. But don't just close yourself down and say, I'm being single by choice, because who wants to be single by choice? I mean, I like to lay up and, cuddle up and watch a good movie here and there. Who just wants to be alone all the time? That's not a good feeling. Like, I mean, what are we doing? So what do y'all think about when people say single by choice? What's up?
Well, I mean, I feel like when people say that, sometimes it is the premise that they are single by choice because they don't want to, deal with the fuck shit. They don't want to deal with, heartbreak or headaches or anything like that. But I think when you make the statement single by choice, you are just basically saying across the board, I do not want to be in a relationship, when that technically is not the case.
Right.
You would want to be, I think every human being craves, you know what I mean, the presence of love in their life. You know what I mean? I think it's just natural. We're human. That's our genetic makeup. But I think it gets lost when we say single by choice, because we're not really choosing to be single across the board. We're just choosing not to deal with the nonsense. And so therefore maybe it should be worded a little bit differently.
Right. I think it should be worded different. And I also want to say, I want you females to not allow, your experience to jade you in a point to where as though you feel defeated. I don't want you to feel defeated. I don't want you to change who you are because somebody did some fuck shit to you. Let that be a valuable lesson learned, but continue to be who you are. If you're a person who loves love and want to give love and want to receive love, I don't want you to be defeated in that. Like, let that be. Sometimes we got to let that hurt go and let that be and open yourself up to, newer and more opportunities. Just don't allow that nonsense to defeat you. And when you say single by choice, it's like, it just hurts my heart. Like, I don't, like, I can't. Like, what are we doing? What's up, Katie? What are your thoughts?
Well, I think when they speak of being single by choice, that they're saying that they have not chosen someone who they wouldn't be happy with. That's what I would think. Because, like you say, that's a powerful statement what you gave. I want to commend you for that because I feel like there is no woman or man that truly want to be single. Everybody wants to feel love from somebody, but being a single woman, you are not. It's not that you single by choice. It's just that you're choosing not to settle
Right.
until you can find what you're looking for. So
But
I wouldn't say single by choice, maybe
right,
single by being choosy.
right. But
Because, like you
Mhm.
say, it's a powerful word. You know, you got to be careful of what you manifest into your life.
Right.
that's what I mean. I'm all in agreement with. I need to know what Sarah was saying about she. What is she confused about? So Sarah, put in the chat what you're confused about. But
It's a
I also want to say, what is that? What cuddling got to do with being single? Are you just cuddling with random motherfuckers? I'm like, what is happening right now? Like, is that what's happening?
Sarah said, listen.
Are you cuddling with random motherfuckers? You ain't supposed to cuddle with random motherfuckers. I don't think you're supposed to do that.
No, Sarah, you don't need to be coming with random motherfuckers.
You're supposed to do that. What I mean is, it's nothing wrong with knowing what you want and sticking to that. But when you say that word single by choice, no, I don't think nobody should be choosing to be single. I mean, there's a
I
rare
agree.
occasion where some people that shit just ain't for them,
Mhm.
and that's cool. But if you're a person that loves love, I don't think you should be spewing out these words like that.
Right.
What's up, Nell? What are your thoughts?
um I'm, this is what
I
it
got tell sometimes, y'all.
got me because I always take the road of, at the end of the day is always your personal choice what you choose to do with your life.
Right,
um and the energies you put into it is always going to be predicated on what you get back. So if you choose to um make a decision that's based upon your life that you feel is the best decision for yourself, then that's for you to do. But it also should be understood that um we cause ourselves sometimes a lot more drama than somebody else do.
right,
I don't think people take that responsibility on. It's almost it's again it's something that we preached about all the time is um self-assessment. Yeah, we're quick to say, and we're quick to give advice to somebody else, and we're quick to always offer up an opinion for someone else. But when do we ever check ourselves and see if we are the problem in those situations or those equations? You could have got with 5 or 6 guys or 5 or 6 women in your life, and they all haven't worked out. But look at the creator of those interactions. It involves us because we were with 5 or 6 different individuals, but the equation always held us in it. So if it's not working, you have to soul search and see why it didn't work and what part did you play in it. To see if you are perpetuating the reason why you're single until you find what's quote unquote wrong.
right.
It's not going to fall in your lap.
Hold on now, because I want to address what Ebony is saying right here. She said it just means that people are taking a break from relationships, and I want to touch on that because a lot of times it's not that you need to take a break from relationships. It's because you're rushing into relationships. It's because a week down the line, this my boo. That's bae. It's like you only been talking to this boy for like a week. Like you gotta slow down.
Mhm.
I tried to tell somebody like they couldn't understand when I said I need to see you in all seasons. And they was like, what does that mean? And I was like, I need to see you in all seasons. I need to see you. I need to get to know you. I need to get to learn you. I need to see where you're angry. I need to see where you're happy. I need to get to know you in all seasons before I could be like, because a lot of times women get emotional and they be like, oh, I know when I like you and I want you, and it could be like a week or two and I want a relationship with you. And they'd be like, yo, you don't even know this person. Like you haven't even spent enough time with this person yet. And it's also true that you can spend years and not know a person. But at least give yourself time to see people in all seasons before you rush into a relationship.
Mhm.
I
But you
do agree with that, T.
Yeah.
but you can finish now. What you
Smart.
I do agree with that.
I totally agree with that. And just to piggyback off of what you said when you opened up this topic here is and just like Janine said, it's Darnell's turn. Is again taking responsibility as a man. It's our due diligence to make sure that we are, what we represent and what we say that we represent, um and that's everything, right? We have so many roles and responsibilities as a man, and those roles and responsibilities at the end of the day, the most important one is to be that man, right? Even if it's not to someone else, be that man to yourself before you can do anything else. So again, just as T said, we want to apologize for the lack thereof, or the slow motion, and or the foolery and the fuckery from both of us.
right.
I mean, I'm sure we've had people in our lives who haven't been totally pleased with our performances, and we're not talking about sexual performance. We're just talking about our overall performances in life.
Right.
But over time, hopefully, we've learned from those mistakes and we've gotten better, and we're transitioning to being better from that situation and carrying that over to the next. So again, we want to take the time out to again share those sentiments. But again, as we stated, um, just as T said, and we said all night, no one wants to be single. You could say that shit till you're blue in the face, and it sounds good, and it's a good narrative to carry on, just because it's one of the most empowering type of comments that we can put out there, so we can get a bunch of likes. But at the end of the day, when you sit at home, when you sit in your room, or you sit somewhere, or you walk, you see people's vacation pictures and they boo, or you see a movie and they laid up and they hugged up, or you just laid up watching a movie. You want a companion next to you.
Right.
No, you don't want foolery and fuckery, but you want a companion. All right. So what that means is you should be doing your due diligence to find yourself. Because once you find yourself, those that enter into the arena already get shot down, because you already know they're not for you, or
Right.
this one could be. You ain't. It doesn't take time and searching, and you gotta go through this game, and you gotta go through that merry-go-round, and you gotta go through this lesson to find. You're going to know, because
Hold on. Now, I want to stay right there while you saying that, because I see a lot of ladies in the comments saying, it's about taking some time, to heal yourself. And some people do have to do that. Some people do need to be by themselves to heal. But I want to ask y'all a question. Do y'all think it's possible to meet somebody and they help you heal?
but can I ask
Absolutely.
a question? Can I ask a
Yes.
question? That's a great
Yes.
question. But also part B
Absolutely.
of that is, if you're saying you got to take time to heal. Have you healed if you're carrying that baggage to your next
Right.
relationship? Because that's not healing. That's just
Mm-hmm.
uncovering the wound, if so to speak, right? If you got a bandage over the wound, and then you get into your next relationship, and you divulge all of that, or you're holding them hostage because of the pain that you went through, have you truly healed, or are you just taking the bandage off that wound so it can show?
Right.
So that person can now patch that wound up for you. So we can always sit here and say, we can throw a bunch of innuendos out. We can throw a bunch of cliches out. Oh, it takes time to heal. I'm single by choice, so I'm waiting for the right one. Or I. But are you really using those practices,
Right.
or are
Mm-hmm.
you just saying those things because it sounds good?
Are you lying to yourself? Is the question. That's the question. Are you lying to yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Basically.
Right.
And it takes a real person to admit to themselves, I'm fucking up. I'm the reason why that I'm fucking my life up, or I'm the reason why interactions that that I've been involved in haven't truly went the way that they possibly could have went because I may have not given all myself. I might have not been available when I needed to be, or I might let this out overshadow this, which I thought was important, but in the grand scheme of things, you were important. It just a lot of things go into that, and I don't think we take full responsibility. We're so willing to pass the buck because it's easy.
Right.
Oh, that person was full of shit. Oh, he was playing games. Oh, she was this. Oh, she was that. No, it wasn't. They just seen that that they weren't safe in that space,
Right.
and they got out of it.
Mm.
Or they seen, all right, this ain't what I thought it was.
Right.
I'm gonna exit stage left while you standing there holding the mic, and
Right.
they're not to blame. You can't blame them because they made a decision based upon their happiness and their life, and they did what they thought they needed to do. Now, hopefully, things ain't get to a point where y'all can't circle back. That you can right your wrongs, but we can't fight them because they chose a decision that was best for them. We can't call them a bunch of names. We can't write a narrative that's defaming their character or making it hard for the next person that comes in your path either.
All right, ladies. Do y'all have any last thoughts or words, comments on this question? And how do y'all feel about the healing process? Do you feel like you personally do you feel like you personally need your own time, or do you feel like somebody can help you through this? So who wants to go? This
So
is
I feel like both. I feel like, there should be time where you do take for yourself. Healing doesn't just happen within
Did she get out
a conflict. Huh?
what?
there? I
What?
heard death. Like you throwing me with the comment. You throwing me, baby girl, with the comments tonight. Like this is
Because
crap. People, you gotta
No,
people. This is
I
what
was
people is doing,
filled.
Sarah.
no, that's what
And
I'm
you know what?
saying.
It's baffling to you the same way it baffles me. I'm like, why do
No,
you? Why?
no. People are oblivious to their own actions.
Right,
This is the thing
right,
that's happening. People
right.
are oblivious to their own actions. Like sometimes some of this shit could be you. You just don't see it because it's
Hmm.
you.
Or when somebody trying to tell you something and you
Right.
don't listen.
Right.
Right, right.
But go ahead, Isha.
Or
Yo, that's
or you
funny.
or you glaze over it by jumping into something else and saying, "Oh, this person is better than you." Oh, I'm so glad I got with them because this situation is better than the last.
Hmm.
No, it ain't. If you knew the
Hmm.
person 3 days, how's it better?
Right.
Stop it. It's
Right.
foolery. So it's basically you. What you have to do is it almost as if you're you're using that to self heal yourself when you don't have to. I see so many times people writing on Facebook and Instagram all these elaborate little quotes and all these things about this person and they so happy that they got out of this and jumped into this and this person is no they not because when you happy you ain't gotta find a narrative to show people you happy. You just living.
Right.
Hmm.
When you happy, are you really creating this whole elaborate story, or are you just allowing your energy to just flow? Flow. It flow. That's why I can kind of understand where Sarah's going with this. Who does all this crap?
Shit. Everybody.
Because when you don't subscribe to it,
Everybody.
when you don't subscribe to
Everybody.
it, it kind of baffles you. It's like you ain't gotta do that.
But ladies, I don't want y'all to feel defeated. I don't want y'all to change who you are as a person, as your core. I don't want you to change who you are. If you're a loving person, stay a loving person. Just accept that that person might have fucked you over and eliminate them out of the path. That don't mean you have to change who you are, at your core because of what happened to you.
Now, can I address this question? Since I am obviously single, I was waiting to see if I was going to be invited to give my opinion.
What is happening here?
What?
Oh, hey, I'm the pro at this. I need to
What is
speak on this.
happening? Why is Katie want smoke tonight? We trying to be nice. Katie
I'm
is
not.
like,
Katie said,
No.
listen.
I thought we were about to pass it, and I just knew I had not had a chance to
go ahead,
speak
Katie.
on it.
Go ahead, Katie.
Well, okay. I forgot what we was talking about now.
Damn.
But
Oh my God.
as far as no, I haven't. I really have not.
Where's
As
Laura?
far as like the
Can
healing
Laura
process.
practice her shooting on me?
Okay, as far as the healing process, yes, you need to heal to a certain extent alone. Because you don't need to go to someone completely beat down. Do I think that someone can help you heal? Yes. When you find the person who can understand and sympathize, if you have healed enough to go to someone else, I do think that that is going to help you heal because that's going to reopen your heart. Because what, like you say, the jadedness.
Can I play devil's advocate right here?
Yeah, why do somebody
Sure.
gotta?
Can I play devil's advocate right here? Where is the self love that y'all allowing somebody to fucking completely destroy y'all at? That's all I want to know.
Mm,
Where is the self
No, well, see, during the self healing, that's when you should get yourself love. That's why I say you
Where
can't
is the
go to
self love
someone
before? Where's the self love before that? I don't want y'all
yeah, it
out here
shouldn't
letting
go
people
away.
destroy you.
because it was stripped away, because we allowed it to be
Why?
stripped away by becoming someone else wanted us to be.
But why? That's
Don't
the
lose yourself
that's
in
the that's the
any
healing part.
relationship
That's the healing part I need to
because we are all
understand.
You're
crazy
right.
at times. It happens, T. We're human.
Damn that.
we we allow the heart to lead us and we become what this person want us to be and we lose ourselves in the midst of that. Then when we become the person that we are, that's when they don't recognize us.
Mm.
Damn that, man. Love yourselves first, ladies, please.
Exactly, you gotta love yourself first, and
Please, ladies.
you
Sure.
love yourself first,
All right.
present the person that you are.
So help me
And
Mhm.
understand this.
Mhm.
A person comes into your life, right? They have to understand your past hurts for you to open your heart to them. So they have to say, "Oh, I sympathize with your past hurts and your past relationships." And you automatically are, because they say they sympathize or they understand or they whatever, that you open your heart, that qualifies you to open your heart to them.
it make you safe enough to share with
Why?
him
Why? If that's not
because
my,
they're giving you that
not,
sense of
not,
security.
but all right, so are you also doing that for the man? Are you also saying, "Hey baby, I am here to understand all your past hurts and all the things that you've went through. I'm here to listen to them, and you can pour it out on me."
Well, once you get into another relationship, healed enough to get into one, I think that's the way relationships should be. I mean, that's the way
But
I would view one to be, where
but
you
why am
can
I
begin to
carrying?
share with each other and grow together.
So my question is, if I'm trying to build a relationship and a foundation with you, why am I allowing my past relationship to infiltrate what I'm building with you? You're different than them. You're not them at all. Me and you are creating a new life together. So why am I bringing my past life into the conversation for you to
Well,
try to
you
fix?
don't have to if you no. See, you're misunderstanding what I said. I'm saying that I think you can heal with someone that's complete your healing. Now, if you're healed, you don't need to heal. You don't need to talk about it. That's all good and fine. But if your mate, you feel like your mate is not healed enough, or if they want to open up and tell why they are like this and that, I think you should be open for them in order for them to come to you. Now, that's just me, but that's what I would be looking for. Someone who can listen to me if I so choose to come to them.
All right.
And I would welcome the same thing.
So let's say they
But
listen to
that's
you. Let's say they listen.
uh
Let's say let's say let's play the scenario out. Let's say We're sitting on the couch. We're having a chill, intimate moment, just us relaxing, chilling, and you're telling me about your past relationship or your past hurt and your past relationship or what this person may have done to you wrong. I listen to it and I say, "Oh, I'm sorry that you had to go through that. What do I do next?"
Well, that's where talking prompts the next step. That's
I
what
could you
talking do. That's what communication does. That is gonna open up another door, maybe. Then the next response could open up another door. It's layers. It's
but
gonna
do we
open up those layers.
but do we also understand sometimes the more information we feed a person, the more that they know they can that they lay themselves in those cracks and crevices and say, "Oh shit, when we got an issue, now I see why the fuck you and your past relationship didn't work because you crazy." They start throwing shit
Well,
back at you. They
and
ain't no
you know
people ain't
what?
listening. People not
You're
listening
right.
to understand. They listening to self assess so they can use that as ammunition as to why it ain't work or reason why you had a problem or the reason why we going through this. Why not
Well,
create
then
our own?
that sounds like you're gonna be getting to the exact same type of relationship that you left. Because not every relationship is gonna be like that.
It's
So
not.
that's sounding like you're going into a the exact type of relationship that you left. If you're gonna sit there and compare what this person tells you, I wouldn't sit there and compare what this person told me about what they did to what my past relationship how it was because it's two totally different things.
So would you say a past relationship is like eliminating waste? It's like it's like eliminating. It's like
Taking the shit.
it's detoxification, right?
Taking the shit.
Past relationships are like detoxification, right? You're eliminating that waste, right?
Hmm.
Let's be graphic. You go into the bathroom after you defecated. Are you digging in the toilet to see exactly what was left in there? You flushing that shit down the toilet. Let it go. Let that shit
Right.
go. If you let that
Hmm.
go and you've now transitioned to someone else, let that go.
Well, you let it go, but that's what I'm saying. You hope to get a partner who can help you
All right, hold
to
on. All
let it
right,
To
go.
let it go.
The
all right,
Right.
the
Okay.
open up that heart. Open up that heart
all
and
right,
help them to completely let it go.
So
all
why
right, all right,
go
all right,
down
hold on,
your
hold on now, because we getting off track. We
no,
getting
we're
off.
not getting off track. We helping
Hold
other people
on,
understand.
hold on now. I want to ask this question. So when y'all ladies say I'm single by choice, is that a false reality of you trying to take control of the fact that you're not with somebody? Like that's a false reality of you trying to take control of not being with somebody. Like, I don't think you're choosing to be single.
It's a
Right.
mental exercise almost.
Right.
Right.
It's almost like it's a security blanket. I'm single by choice because you're no longer in a relationship.
Mm,
So you use that because it sounds good. It's
right.
a narrative.
Yeah, I don't know if I think that's true in like all cases, but I think that the majority of the time it's a comfortable place to be. It's a comfortable thing to say. You know what I mean? To just say, hey, listen, you know what I mean? I'm not in that mix right now. So it's by choice that I am single. You know what I mean? But I don't feel like all the time if it's that particular space where it's saying I'm using it as a what you just said too. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think all the time is it that way.
I'll agree. I'll agree with that. I mean, it's case by case scenario.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
just
case
a
by
little
case.
But
bit.
if you're single, aren't you single by choice? Because you choose. You can literally choose to give somebody your
Well,
number.
some people can't choose to just hop into a
No,
situation. They
no.
just not
No,
afforded that.
no,
But
he's
the
saying,
thing is, are you
Oh,
not? If you're single, are you not single? And it's your choice. You
right,
can pass your number out. You
right,
can invite them over.
right.
You can do everything that you. Everything is a choice.
Mm-hmm.
I get up and go to
That
work.
makes sense.
I choose to do that.
right.
I
Mm-hmm.
have to do it. If I don't have a job.
Mm.
Right.
If I'm
So I
single,
guess they are
the
single by
opposite of
choice
single is a relationship. If I'm
when you
not in a
put it that
relationship,
way.
I'm single.
Mhm.
So isn't that the person's
Yeah.
choice?
Right, but
Oh,
it's
I
it's
think what T is asking is why is that such a big like marquee type of thing?
right,
Why does it have to be
Mhm.
put on a marquee? I'm
right,
single by
right,
choice.
Mhm.
right. Like that's not necessary. That's not
Right.
necessary to do that. Like, that's not
Mhm.
necessary. Like, and my whole thing is it's the defeatedness of it. It's like I've been done so wrong. My baby fathers wasn't shit. So now I'm single by choice. It's like what? So you just giving up? That's what you basically saying. I give
Right.
up. That's what you basically saying. I give up. So I mean, if that's what y'all want to do, I mean, knock,
No,
knock
should never do that. Should always be open to love. Should
right.
always be open to love.
yeah. Got to start by opening up the chakras. Open
Mhm.
that heart back up. Meditate.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, y'all ready to
All right,
move?
so
What's
part
up?
two of that, right, is before we get to the game tonight, because this game gonna be all that. But part two of that is when do you say or when do you recognize when you've made mistakes and you
Yes, take
go back,
accountability for your part
take
of it.
accountability for mistakes you may have made in a relationship, and you double back and you try to correct them within that relationship, right? Because it was something about that person that led you to give your heart to them, and it didn't play out the way we wanted it to. It ended prematurely, but we recognize, damn, I fucked up somewhere somehow. Are we taking accountability, or are we just saying fuck it and moving on?
If I saw where I fucked up, I will, but haven't
She
seen
said,
where I fucked up in
she
the
said,
one I
if,
left.
look, do you hear that key word? She just said, if.
Mhm.
No, she even
Yeah,
If.
I mean,
further saying I
I'm
can never say
saying,
where I fucked up
look,
either.
KD, KD, there is no ifs. Everybody has parts to play in all kinds of fuck
I,
ups.
Mhm.
So there is
I'm
no if.
sorry, but I'm sorry,
You
but
perfect. You
my
perfect, Miss
marriage I
Lady?
left, I ain't
Wait
fuck
a
up.
minute. You perfect, Miss
I ain't
Lady?
fuck up.
Are you perfect, Miss Lady?
I know that I did every possible thing in the book that I was supposed to do as a wife. I have no
KD,
regrets, and I
KD.
know that for a fact.
That's
Hey,
from
yo,
your perspective. That's from your
clap it up. Let's
perspective,
clap it
KD.
Right.
up.
That's from your perspective, KD. That don't mean that's
Well,
from my perspective.
that's the only one that counts.
Hold on, Say.
So,
Hold on,
so,
In
Say.
my dealing, that's the
oh,
only one that counts.
wait
KD,
a
say,
damn
oh,
minute.
KD
Wait,
and T, we
wait
gonna
a
argue this
minute.
all night.
Wait,
Hold up.
wait
Right.
a
We
minute.
got something a little
There's
bit
no
more important.
argument.
Hold
Because I
on.
know what I saw in that
Hold on.
particular
Hold
relationship.
But
on.
I think when we're on the from the outside looking in, we can always
Exactly.
say that we didn't do anything wrong. But
That's
like T's saying,
false.
That's what I'm saying. That's
That's false.
fine.
different
I guarantee
perceptions,
you, if you
right? But
ask the
that's
other
not
person,
taking accountability.
Right.
Also,
but I
that's
guarantee
it
you, if
is.
you ask the other
All,
person,
only
they
thing I
will run down
saw
a
that
laundry
I
list of
did
things.
wrong, only thing I saw that I did wrong was allowing him to change me and mold
Hey,
me to be the type of person he wanted
wait a
me to be.
minute. Wait a minute, KD. Did you ever even ask him what did I do wrong? And what did he
Hmm.
say? Did he give you a list of shit?
No.
He
Hey
said
yo,
you did nothing wrong. He
thank
said
you,
you did
Black
nothing
Warrior
wrong.
Spirit, for liking hitting the like button. Thank you, Black Warrior Spirit, for hitting the like
Shout
button.
out to you, Black Warrior Spirit. KD,
Yes, thank
he
you.
said you was perfect. You did nothing wrong. That's what he said. That's what he told you.
No, I'm saying I know I didn't do
KD,
anything wrong.
I'm not
You
asking
know
you
that.
your perspective. There's two sides to
I
this
don't. I'm
coin.
sorry, but I don't remember what he said I did
You
wrong.
don't give a fuck
I
what
block
he
shit like
said.
that out when I know I haven't did
Exactly.
anything wrong.
KD, so you don't give a fuck what he said. You don't think that's a problem?
I erase shit like that.
I can't. Can
Mhm.
we move on, people?
I don't hold on to that energy,
Yeah.
T.
I need to move
It's
on.
not.
And
It's not
and
holding on
it
to
is
the
like
energy.
each
But
say, eyes the outside eyes don't know what this one
I
know.
need to move
No, no, no. So
on.
the question was, are we taking accountability for our actions
right.
within the marriage or the relationship that didn't work out? Because we all play a part in that.
If I did something wrong, I would.
but you
See,
don't feel like you
there
did.
we go with the if word
I
again. She
But you
felt
know what, though, y'all? Sometimes you cannot necessarily do something wrong intentionally. It could just be you and who you are
right.
as an individual that just rubs a person the wrong way. And therefore, it's no matter if you take accountability for it or not.
Look,
It's just,
That's just like if
yeah,
you cook. That's just like if you cook dinner, you didn't do nothing wrong. If you don't know that I don't like fucking spaghetti, if
right,
you don't know that I don't like this, you
right,
still in hindsight you still did something wrong because that's
right,
not what I like. So you don't
right.
know these things unless you listen to what the
Correct.
fuck that person told you.
Trying
Or
to
You
say.
talking about
the
some
person,
if I'm
the,
not listening to that bullshit.
Right,
or it
right.
could have been something as simple as you don't want to listen. You only
Right,
Hmm.
want to. You don't want to
yeah, he
listen.
did say that a lot.
right.
Yeah,
Hmm.
he
So if he
he
said you
did
don't,
say that a lot. I
if
don't
he said
listen.
that he didn't want that you didn't listen, is that not a is that not something that
That's
you
the
should be
thing
taking
right there.
accountability and fixing?
I mean, he said I didn't listen. My opinion is I was listening. I
So
hear the shit
who
I
was?
want to hear
But this is the
and what
thing:
was necessary to
if it's
hear.
your partner,
Who
Hmm.
was
if it's your
necessary
partner,
to
who
fit.
should you be listening to? You shouldn't listen to your partner. That's your
Who
partner. You in a
wait a
relationship
minute.
with them.
Wait a minute.
Not in that situation, no.
You said I listened to what I felt was necessary to listen to. Wait a fucking
Mm-hmm.
minute.
But you would want him to everything
Because a
about
lot
you.
of it was bullshit.
I
But you
can't.
would like him to
Mm.
listen to everything that you said.
Yes.
He didn't.
But
That's
you
not what
Trust
I
me,
asked
he
you.
didn't.
That's not what was
wanted to
asked.
though,
So,
right?
but you would like him to listen to everything
Right.
that you said, right?
Yes.
Have you ever said anything or said anything that was asinine or bullshit?
I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah.
So if you know you said things that was crazy and you wanted him to listen to it, how come you can't listen to his shit?
Right.
His was way out.
I can't. Can we move on, man? We're talking in circles. Let's just move on, man. KD's fucking perfect, and she don't have to listen to shit.
Now that knocked herself off. I know it.
Oh,
Because KD is fucking perfect, y'all.
I cannot. I
I was a
cannot.
damn near perfect wife. I know that.
Nah, there's no such thing, KD.
I said damn near perfect wife.
I cannot. That's in
Hey,
your
I obligated my duties. That's for
that's
sure.
in your eyes, KD.
Uh
That's in
huh.
your eyes. That's your perspective, KD. That don't mean you was a damn near perfect wife to him.
Right.
Well, obviously not in his eyes. I wasn't. So
Hmm.
Obviously.
you would have to ask. Well, you would have to ask him what the faults were because I see
Obviously.
what I have no faults.
Obviously, Katie. Obviously, because we ain't gonna get shit from you. So obviously,
David Ruffin said he ain't trying to hear none of this shit here.
obvious fucking
Oh my God! No, he didn't go put the shades on.
What's up, man? Let's move on, man.
Oh my
Katie about
goodness.
to raise my blood pressure, man. let's move on, man. E,
Let's
we ready to play the
absolutely.
game?
Are we
I don't
ready
want
to play the
I don't
game?
want the world to see my tears behind these glasses because I'm crying because it's weird that we can say we listen. We want you to listen to shit. But you can't listen to my shit.
That's how it is, man. That's how it is for us, man.
I'm too cool
Not
for
all the
Not
time.
like that
Not
for
all the
everybody.
time. Not all the
I
time.
mean, like I said, every situation is different. I can only speak on that situation, how things were. And again, the world didn't see what was really going on.
The question was, and it's going to
We
be
talking
presented
in
again.
circles.
Do we double back and say and take responsibility and accountability for our shit? You stated that you had shit that you put out there too, but then you said you wanted him to listen to everything you said, but you didn't listen to the shit that he said. That's not an equal partnership. That's some weird, that's some crazy, unbalanced shit. Because what
Well, how
happens
do you
is
know he listened to anything I said?
Okay.
you're not
Let's
talking
move
to him.
on.
So no, I'm just saying, don't be trying to paint me like I was the bad person in that. Because
Who said
anybody who
you?
know us and knew our
There
situation
wasn't.
know
There's
that
not
that was
a paint.
not the case.
There is not a paint. When somebody says, I ask one regular question: do we take accountability for our actions and double back and fix them? You went on record and said, I ain't never got shit going on with me to do
Yeah.
that. You jumped out the window, so that's the reason why we're coming to the scene.
Well, I'm just saying. I know that I was the best damn wife that I could be. I ain't see nothing that needed fixing. That's the wife. Other than me down speaking my mind and me growing into
You had,
myself.
you had the right square card or
I
whatever.
love, I love Uncensored Minds because every week I don't think we can get any weirder or crazier,
No, I
and
don't
we
think so.
do.
We don't even need it.
Yo,
I
Introduce
don't even got it.
tomorrow I'm gonna call my doctor and ask for another dose of